Hello guys, it's Danny the Medic back again with some more Casio Duro modding. Alright, so the last thing I did, if I remember correctly, was that I replaced this here crystal with a sapphire. And I bought the one that said blue over here, it says blue, right? My intention was to replace them both, you see. And I put it in, and there's two issues with this. One, this is advertised as 2.7 millimeter, and the one that came with the original measures 3 millimeter, right? So believe it or not, the 0.3 millimeter made a difference. Like after I put this on, the sapphire on here, the bezel insert was higher than the crystal. It pissed me off, right? But luckily for me, it was not ceramic, it's aluminum. So I used the press over there, and I just pressed and pressed and pressed. Let me show you the press, right? I just pressed and pressed and pressed and pressed. I pressed the bezel insert until it was flat. And now, because it's flat, not everything is level. Whew, okay. You know, escaped barely. Had I not been able to press the bezel insert flat to match the crystal, I would not be happy, guys. So that is one thing about the sapphire crystal that you buy. Make sure you buy one that is exactly 3 millimeter, right? Because you get 2.7, it's just too thin without having to press it. And I don't want to press it too, because this one's the original crystal. And I like how it's slightly raised, right? Like it's lower here, and it's slightly higher when it reaches the crystal, and then the crystal is a little bit higher than the bezel insert. I feel that that's good. So when you accidentally like hit the watch against something, the crystal will protect the bezel insert, which is some sort of like painted aluminum. And you don't want to scratch the bezel insert, you know, because like once you put a sapphire on there, it'll be really durable. You want to protect the insert. It's very important. So the mod I'm going to do today, right? Oh right, the second issue I do not like about this blue sapphire crystal is that I do not like the way the watch looks when I'm looking through the material of the crystal. It got a certain blue haziness to it. Can you see what I mean? Look at it, right? This one, I can see that it's a nice solid black, and it used to look like this through this crystal, you know? But this one, they call it anti-reflective, but it just makes it slightly blue. I do not like this, guys. I do not like it at all. Let's see if you can see difference, right? It kind of pisses me off. So this I'm gonna leave for now, and one day I might put this back, or I might find something different. Like anti-reflective, usually it works well. I have other watches anti-reflective, and it looks just like this, but it's less reflective. This blue thing, no idea what's going on. So what I intend to do about this here is that since I've already bought it, I'm not going to send it back. It's relatively inexpensive. It was like $18 for a piece of sapphire. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to remove the blue from the bottom of the crystal. It's only one-sided, right? I'm going to remove it all except the little spot under the cyclops. Now, the thing is, I believe that without the anti-reflective right underneath the cyclops, it leads to reflections obscuring the date. Right? Now this here is a cyclops, a sapphire, and has blue AR on the bottom of it. Right? So that's okay. Without the blue AR on the bottom of the cyclops, and I had other cyclops I glued on before that didn't have the AR, and it left way too many reflections, and it just made the date like extremely hard to see. Let me see if I can find you an example, okay? I'll be right back. All right, I'm back with the examples. Okay, So this is a Pagani that I modded by changing the sapphire Cyclops. Right, I had put on one. It's the same one I put on here. I bought several of these, and I have more coming in. Right, this one is has an AR coating on the bottom of the Cyclops itself, and you can see a certain clarity to it. Now, the bottom of the crystal itself does not have AR, so it's not as good as it can be. Whereas this one here, if you take a look, right, has no AR. It is the one that came from the Pagani factory, right? It has no AR whatsoever. And you can see that it got several reflections that I'm not happy with. Whereas, darn, I don't have the other watch with me. I sent it out for service. But yeah, so what I think would be really great is that if I just leave the AR underneath the Cyclops and then remove the AR from everywhere else. So that's what we're going to do today. Okay guys, so although I did achieve what I set out to do, which is to remove anti-reflective from everywhere except where the Cyclops will eventually go, as you can see here, let me just, as you can see, right? And it's kind of bluish right under the black spot where the Cyclops will eventually go. Right? Although I have achieved that, I think the sandpaper left like a whole bunch of microscopic swirls all on the crystal. About there. All right, what do you think? I say the original looks so much better. It's almost like the original is less reflective no matter what. I'm gonna keep this as is. I like it. Because like, what are the chances of this crystal getting scratched? It's like so deep within the watch, you know? Anyway, as is life. Alright, so coming soon will be a video where I glue on the sapphire when it comes in the mail. Thanks for watching, guys.